What's going on, guys? Chuck back with another awesome Blu-ray purchase. And today this is going to be, well, actually I got a huge um, mail delivery in the last few days. I got a big order from Shout Factory that just came in, and then my Black Friday Vinegar Syndrome order just arrived also. So I'll be doing a separate video showcasing those, bringing that. But for now, I thought I'd show you what I picked up from Shout Factory. This wasn't like any kind of sale or anything like that. I basically went into the Shout Factory, just looked around some titles. Said, I need to get this, I need to get that. Let's pick them up. I actually had the available funds to do so. So I did it. So let's get started. First off is Bug. Nice little creature feature. I love giant killer cockroaches. Not a collector's edition, but it's got a couple, it's got an audio commentary on it and, a trailer. But this is one I've not seen, but it was showcased a little bit in the Terror in the Isles, as I said before. And it's like one of them I want to see. I've seen the trailer for this. Like, that's the kind of film I got to check out. Up there with like a Slugs or Squirm or Ants, creepy crawly, disgusting things are always terrifying and fun to watch. So yeah, and this is nothing special. Just a little picture in their screen, but it's cool. It's a nice little, creature feature. Again, Bug. So next up was one again, this is an older one that I've never seen, but as a kid, I always wanted to check this one out. And I had read about this in a book I got from the library. I can't remember what it's called. And it's sad because I think I still have that book upstairs. But it's from a Michigan library. I think the statute of limitations out on that. I moved. What could I do? But it was all about like movie monsters. It was like an encyclopedia. It was from A to Z. I can't remember what it's called. But then this one came up, and then the whole premise of it just struck me as fascinating. And that is Colossus: The Forbin Project. Basically, it's like a 70s sci-fi about America creating this computer that basically just takes over the world along with the Russian computer, and they kind of join forces. And it was fascinating, and also because it stars, was it Eric Braeden, I believe, very young. You know him. Most people will know him from Young and the Restless, and so for genre people will know him probably as the jerk scientist from Escape from the Planet of the Apes. But again, this was one I've always wanted to check out, and Shout Factory, Screen Factory actually had this, so I had to get this. Let's see. Basically, here you just got an audio commentary with the author. I don't know if this is based on a book or not, and you have a new interview with Eric Braeden, so that'll be fun to check out, and of course a trailer. I don't think we have anything. Nothing, just basically a little image of him in a helicopter, but there's that. So yeah, Colossus: The Forbin Project. Looking forward to checking that one out. Next up, I believe this is like an Italian, Spanish, it's foreign. But it's, again, one of these ones I've not seen, but the trailer is like, it just seems so sleazy. I gotta check that one out. What does it say about me? Hard to tell. But, and that is in Seminoid. I mean, that just looks like disturbing, and this image alone, that's the kind of thing in the 80s, early 90s, you walk in a video store, you see that, you're like, ooh, that got my attention real quick, I want to check that out. And that's kind of the case here. This was not a collector's edition, but it's it's got a lot of good special features here. You got some commentaries, documentary, a 90-minute documentary, I think, on the director from some of his talking about his work in cinema, because he's directed a few other exploitation films, which I can't bring it top of my head. But yeah, you can take a look at that. You freeze that, pause it. And this one does have a reverse cover. Talk about disturbing. If I can see that in my, there we go. But yeah, there you go. That's a little, I don't know which one's worse. But this was this is the classic one, and that's one I'm going with in here. So that is it for the non-collector's editions that I picked up. Starting now, this one is collector's edition of Teen Wolf 2. The fun but lesser sequel to the awesome Michael J. Fox Teen Wolf, starring Jason Bateman. You got a couple good special features on here. Most of some of the directors and co-stars. I don't think Jason Bateman's on here at all. But she has some good stuff. There's special features for that. And of course, you got the reverse cover, which is the original, would have been a slip cover. And of course, this is also, to the chagrin of a lot of people, I'm sure, is a recyclable Blu-ray. You've got the little flimsy recyclable case. I don't really have much of a problem with them, but a lot of people, a lot of collectors don't like them. They are a little lighter and flimsy, but for the most part, I don't really have too much of a problem. I haven't had any issues. They work fine for me. But yeah, Teen Wolf 2. Next up, and also that is a replacement for, I have a double DVD copy, like a double feature of Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2. So that's a replacement for that. Speaking of replacements, Stephen King's Firestarter Collector's Edition. So this is one I've been meaning to get for a long time. And I don't know why I bulked at it for so long, but I did. Finally, I decided, okay, I'm going to do it. And here's all your special features on here. And come on. There we go. The slipcover artwork on the reverse. Having troubles. Okay. Real time, folks. Okay, so Firestar Collector's Edition from Scream Factory. I'm glad I picked this one up. Again, another replacement for the DVD I have. And the DVD I have is another double feature with Firestarter and Firestarter Rekindle, I guess the made-for-TV sequel, but not the actual. Oh wait, no. Never mind. I was getting confused there. But anyways, so yes, Firestarter 2 Rekindled. I think it's made for, I don't know, Sci-Fi or TNT or something like that. But I watched like 5 minutes of that and just like lost interest completely. So I never finished it. But next up is one I've been wanting to get for a long time. I've always heard a lot of good things about it. And again, one of these things I just waited for whatever reason. I don't know why. A lot of the reasons why is usually, money. But I finally pulled the trigger, and that is Tobe Hooper's Funhouse. So, another collector's edition. A lot of good stuff on here. Like I said, I've heard a lot of good stuff about this film and this Blu-ray. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. And of course, there was the slipcover artwork. Of course, I'm saying slipcover. Obviously, these are older releases. And my fear, too, I'm glad I got this because, I mean, I know this has been out there for a long time. So I'm very lucky to be able to still get this. It's one of those things that it's been out there so long, you almost know it's probably going to go out of print soon if you don't grab it. So I did that. Next up is another replacement for me. And this is probably, outside of Scream, one of the better 90s teen slash, I don't know if it's only slash, well, I guess it's kind of a slasher film. But that kind of era that Scream brought in with those, the pretty kids getting killed. Stuff that spawned, I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I do not like. But anyways, you have Urban Legend. And this is one I really, really like. And I think it's not, it doesn't get brought up enough. I think it's maybe a little underrated. But this is a very fun film. And this has got a 2-disc collector's edition treatment from Scream Factory. New audio commentaries. You got a feature-length documentary on the making of Urban Legend. Wow, talk about giving the movie, some love. So there's all those special features there. You can see. And of course, It's a 2-disc special edition, and both Blu-ray. So yeah, you've got special features in the disc. They really put a lot of work into this, and there's your original, the slipcover artwork that was on here. And I have it flipped over to the original artwork. But yeah, I mean, like I said, Urban Legend, I really feel is a lot of fun. It's a nice little whodunit. But again, it came around at the time, that era that Scream ushered in with the pretty teens and the I don't know how to describe it, that 90s slasher horror, but this is one of the better ones. So, you know, Urban Legend, highly recommended. If you have not checked it out, do check it out. And of course, a Halloween staple, and one I have on a standard Blu-ray, but again, this is one I had waited a while to get, and I don't know why. But it is Trick or Treat Collector's Edition, a Halloween staple. And this has got a lot of good special features. Again, Scream Factory did a really good job on these. So, I mean, you got a lot of interviews, just so much stuff, like more than the Blu-ray I have. And like I said, this is one of those ones that I think I held off on because I do have that original Blu-ray, but I really wanted this one. As this is the chance I was able to just finally do it. And here's the, get the camera, I can't really see, slip cover artwork on the reverse side. And it's kind of cool because I just got Krampus, which is directed also by Michael Dougherty. I just picked it up recently in their 4K special edition, or collector's edition. So, yeah. And again, I don't really think I need to discuss Trick or Treat. I think everyone is familiar with Trick or Treat. And if you're not, I recommend you make yourself familiar with this. If you haven't seen it, once you see it, I think it'll be a regular Halloween staple for you. This is like, you know, to me, the quintessential Halloween film, besides obviously Halloween. But if you go outside of that, this is almost like, to me, this is to Halloween what A Christmas Story is to Christmas, if that makes any sense. That's how I would rank Trick or Treat, this, in my opinion, of course. But if you've not seen it, check it out. And last is, from the collector's edition, Teen Wolf. And you're saying, well, why did you say that one for last? You had Teen Wolf 2 earlier. Well, I say this for last because I was surprised that I actually got a slipcover for this. I ordered, all this is ordered straight from Scream Factory, Shout Factory. And, this has been out for quite some time. So I was pleasantly surprised that when I opened up the box, and this was actually on the last one in the box, and when I saw it had a slipcover, I was shocked. I really was not expecting any of collector's editions to have slipcovers, and none of them did except for Teen Wolf. So that's yay me. So here's, and one of the big things we got this, because I was holding off on this, obviously, for the longest time. It and Teen Wolf 2, I was like, do I really want to get the collector's editions of these? And it was thanks to, I think I saw a Pizowell, video where he reviewed Teen Wolf, and he talked about the awesome Never Say Die, the story of Teen Wolf, like feature-length, almost very comprehensive documentary where he basically said everything and anything you ever want to know about the making of Teen Wolf was here. It was like, well, that sounded fascinating. And he even said, if nothing else, you need to check out the documentary. So I took his advice, as I usually do, because if you ever see his channel, his opinion goes a long way with me. He really knows what he's talking about over there. He does a great job. So I highly recommend check him out, and I will put a link in the comments to his channel if you haven't checked it out. Do so. But it's his recommendation that I decided to go ahead and get Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2. And again, just lucky that I got the slipcover. So, and there's the actual reverse cover art. And here, have your disc spinning around. Wee. Well, it was spinning, but so yeah, very excited. Very one of his like the two big '85 films from Michael J. Fox. This and obviously Back to the Future, but very excited to grab this. And again, with the slipcover, I was not expecting that. I'm in awe. I'm in shock and awe. So that is it for the Scream Factory, Shout Factory pickups. It was 9 films in total. About half of those are replacements for DVDs or Blu-rays that I do own. So we're looking to upgrade and shuffle the shelf around. That being said, I have 6 new ones also from Vinegar Syndrome. I'm going to have to unpack and go through. And I'm going to have a lot of work rearranging the shelves. And I have other stuff on order too. Stuff pre-ordered I probably, from Severin that I more likely won't see till February. And I think I have another order from Vinegar Syndrome coming in. And I have stuff coming out of the woodwork. And I just saw that Scream Factory just announced, well, besides just recently, a few weeks back, they announced the 4K Alligator with Blu-ray and Alligator 2, a 4K of The Howling. So yeah, all that stuff's pre-ordered because I'm a glutton. And then they just announced a 4K Blu-ray of Sword and the Sorcerer, and that is one that I've wanted to get for years. It's one of those ones I saw as a kid repeatedly on HBO, and I don't know if it ever made it to any kind of, I think maybe it may have made it to VHS, and that was about it. So I'm excited that they're putting it out on a Blu-ray and 4K. 4K, who would have thought you'd put something like Alligator or the Sword and the Sorcerer in a 4K, let alone a Blu-ray, let alone 4K. So kudos to Scream Factory for that. So I'm looking forward to getting those when those are released. Those won't be till like February, March, I believe. I don't even think that Sword and Sorcerer is going up for pre-sale on Amazon, because that's usually where I tend to pick up Shout Factory pre-orders from Amazon, because I don't need the posters and all that, with a few exceptions. But anyway, so yes, that is it for the Shout Factory haul I got today. If you like this, click the thumbs up, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the movies here. Any ones here you really wanted to see, ones that you really like, or just say hi. So yeah, that is it for now. So until next time, this is Chuck saying, take it easy.